Hello and welcome, I'm Dragonloon and welcome to another First Look. This is Airborne Kingdom and it just came out on Epic Game Store on the 17th, which was yesterday as of the date of this recording. Unfortunately, it'll probably be a couple of weeks before you guys see this due to my upload schedule, but hey, you know, at least I'm doing it. I have not played this game yet. Have seen some other videos on it, and it looks really awesome, and I've been looking forward to it for quite some time. So let's go ahead and get on in here and begin a new kingdom.
In a bygone age, a kingdom existed like no other. This kingdom did not anchor its power. This kingdom took to the skies. The Airborne Kingdom traveled to every kingdom on the ground, sharing knowledge, culture, and tradition. Its great council guided the lands through a golden age. Yet, long before even our elders can remember, the Airborne Kingdom vanished. The people sought to continue their harmony, but self-interest began to overrule. The land's three regions slowly isolated. Trade, travel, connections all unwound. Kingdoms contracted, and small settlements nearby were nearly wiped away. Bygone times turned to legend. But in the tapestry, we found instructions. A blueprint to remake the technology of the ancients. A prophecy to restore the Airborne Kingdom. There was but one belief we had wrong that day, though it proved vital. For such a finding was no chance at all.
All right, here we go. Lift off! All painstaking efforts have succeeded. Our home flies, yet this is only the beginning. To truly rebuild the ancients' vision, we need to find every kingdom upon the land and befriend them all as common enemies. I added the all. Sorry. And common allies, not common enemies. Wow, can I not read today? We also need inhabitants to form our great council in this new empire. We should start with the kingdom of Rutula? Rutula? Not sure. Not far from us, and the only kingdom we know. But first, we must build houses and find supplies. All right, let's begin. All right, so here we are. And we can pan and zoom in with the right mouse button and also, or that is rotate. We can pan with the middle mouse button as well as W, A, S, and D. And we can zoom in and out. Spacebar pauses. That's nice. I thought there might be a tutorial, but all right. Let's center the camera on our kingdom. Take a look at the map. And this is our map, and we are currently down over here near the Tapestry Ruin. All right, ooh, looks like we have a population goal of 150 and 12 allies. Oh, hey, look at that. that is the tapestry, and I guess we need to fill in all of those things that we saw in the opening video. All right, so let's close that. And no research tree. Oh, we can stop. All right. Speed. Because of the drag of our buildings, we can only move at 76% of our fastest possible speed. Add propulsion buildings to increase this amount. One town center gives 76% propulsion. All right. Isn't there a indication of how far balanced we are? I thought there might be. All right, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to build. And we can build housing blocks, hangar, paths, academy, storage for food, a warehouse, water tower, increases storage for water. Great storage allows us to travel further. All right. To upgrade, not sure what that means. But then we can build lift buildings, propulsion, desires, resources, and wonders. And then we can also destroy. So let's start off with the basics. We will build some paths. Walkable structures act as both road and support. Buildings must be attached to the town center via a path. So let's start by building pathways all the way around all of these. And you can see as we are building, it is shaking the entire kingdom. All right, now housing blocks. A housing block provides shelter for 1 inhabitant. So right now we have 10 inhabitants, so we need 9 housing blocks. Each block is clumped together with its nearest neighbors to form a 2x2 house. Interesting. Oh, looks like it require. Oh, that is 0.5 lift required. Ah, gotcha. All right, and then a hangar contains 7 aircraft used by workers to gather resources and interact with people in the world below. And then, of course, the paths. And the academy allows for researching blueprints. Build multiple academies for faster research. But we don't have enough wood, and we don't have enough people for that yet. So let's start off with a housing block. All right, so we know that there are going to be paths like that, and like that, and like that. Because, whoops, that's not right. Let's deconstruct that. Destroy. Haha. We'll go out like that and like that. And this will give us our basic grid work for our houses. All right. Can we squeeze a hangar in this way? But I want to put it right there. Is it too big? Ah, that's what it is. It is too big to fit right there nice and neat. All right, so we will rotate around like that, and we will just put it in. Come on. And we'll put it in right there. Okay. Now we need some houses. Ah, build and tilt. Let's take a look at this. Any buildings must be connected to the town center via paths. These walkable platforms also act as sturdy connections between buildings. Housing blocks clump together in 2x2 squares, but that clump must also have some connection to a path. Later constructions must have similar clumping properties, I guess. When placing buildings, pay careful attention to tilt, as adding too much weight on one side or the other will tip your kingdom, which may annoy your population and slow you down. All right. So they want 2x2 blocks, huh? One there, one there, one there, and one there. And for balance sake, we'll go. We can't do that because we don't have enough wood. All right, so we need to let them build. And if we come out here, you can see our people are out building. Let's zoom in. Aha! All right, we got another tutorial. Basic controls. Click the left mouse button to select objects in the game. Hold the right mouse button while moving your mouse to rotate, or use Q and E. Use WASD, or WASD, to move your camera forward, left, back, and right, or you can hold the middle mouse button while moving your camera. Use C to recenter your camera on your town center. You can also click the center button in the bottom bar. Oh, and recentering also zooms out if you are zoomed in. So, all right. What? As they build, our town drops because we are adding more weight. 25 weight from buildings with ability to carry 40 total, no tilting issues. 1% back, 0% right. Ah, that's where you can find the tilting percentage. Okay. What do these things say? Maybe up in the skies, but you'll still need to gather resources from the ground. Your people can reach these resources with a hangar building. Hangars contain planes, which allow your people to fly to the ground and grab materials. A hangar should be one of the first buildings you construct, which it was. Once you have one, left-click on the nearby forest and assign people to gather some trees or resources for more construction. That was gathering resources, and then people and work says on the top bar, you can see the amount of people right here that have joined you. On the left is the number of people, and on the right is the number of housing blocks. So we have 9 people, 4 housing blocks. Each person requires 1 block. Inhabitants with no specifically assigned tasks will build any available construction. If there is no available construction and they are not assigned to work, they'll show in the idle worker count next to the housing number, in the parentheses. Try building some housing blocks for your inhabitants. Now, we've already done that. We just need the hangar to finish, and there we go. All right, so let's double click on the ground. Is that? Nope. Right clicking on the ground moves us. And now that we're closer, let's click on the forest and add 5 people to go harvest. Movement, there we are. Unlike other kingdoms, our kingdom can move. Simply right click anywhere on the land, excuse me, and you'll start moving in that direction. Being unmoored has its advantages. You can get closer to resources that would otherwise be too far away. The closer you are to the resource, the faster you'll gather. Alright, so they are already gathering that wood. Let's go ahead and move closer to the water, because I also want to gather that. We only have 7 planes, so we can only do 2 people. Such awesome animations. Alright. And now that we have some more wood, which is right there. Oh, wow. We are gaining almost 20 wood per hour. We also have adobe, but we don't have any of that, which would take clay and probably some type of production facility. Same with iron, glass, and canvas. Interesting. Researching new buildings. Construction on a flying platform is hard beyond basic and storage buildings. You must research any new construction at an academy so that they may work in the skies. People don't have many ideas for buildings yet, but an adobe kiln would be a useful addition so that you can transform that symbol, which I'm guessing is clay, to that symbol, which is brick. Concrete? Brick, I think. Create an academy and start researching the adobe kiln. Oh, that's adobe, excuse me. All right, but first, before we do that, we need to finish building some housing. So we're gonna put one there, there, and there. And I don't think we can squeeze another one in there. We might be able to. We shall find out. All right, so there's 8. And we'll put... so black means you can't place it there. All right. So we'll put one there, and nope, we can't put one there. But we can do that. Cost too high. Oh, we don't have enough wood. That's why we couldn't place it. All right, so we have enough houses for... Nearby forest has been fully chopped. Oh. So that forest is completely empty, which means we need to go to this one now. So we'll go there. And what's this? A coal deposit. Oh. So we're using half a coal per hour powering the central fan. Interesting. Alright, so they're harvesting that. We don't need water anymore. Yeah, because we're pretty good on water, but we will definitely need food. So let's move over towards a thicket. Yep, thickets are where we get food. So let's move over towards the thicket. And while we move over towards the thicket, let's go ahead and build the... We can't do the academy. Darn! All right, so... Wait, what's this? Huh, there was an exclamation point above the water. I'm not sure why. All right, but we do not have enough people for the academy. Probably because we have most people there. Yeah, we only have 4, so there's 5. So let's build the academy. And we will put the academy back here. Just like that. And it looks like the academy has its own propeller that provides extra lift, which will be awesome. What's this? Small settlement. Huh. Alright, it says, we approach a hovel on the edge of nowhere. Some settlers may wish to join us, to leave the land's toil behind. So, we look for migrants. Few of the settlers seem intrigued by our vision, but they want assurance that they're leaving for a happier home. Oh. So they're all excited to join, so let's go ahead and... they need at least mediocre inhabitants on the Airborne Kingdom, and right now they're all jubilant! So recruit, recruit, and recruit. And now we have 12 workers. Recruiting more people. Hey, look at that. For your kingdom to thrive, you must always look for more people to join. Potential migrants can be found in small settlements. They look at the happiness of your current inhabitants to judge whether they'd like to join. You can see the average satisfaction level of your people in the top bar. Move your mouse cursor over that bar to see more specifics, including what might be causing displeasure. All right, so let's look at that. Contributions to displeasure to inhabitants who do not have a home. Academy complete. Now that we have built an academy, we can start to research new technology. Researching is how we can take ground technology and adapt it for use in the skies. So let's open the research table, and right now all we can do is the Adobe kiln. No, we can't, because we don't have enough wood. All right. But we do want to add a couple people to the thicket down there. And what's this? Coal. More coal. What's this? Florescent Ponds. A number of small ponds glow with strange colors next to a small abandoned settlement. The walls of the buildings are dyed in a similar color to the waters. Source of the pigment is a mystery, but appears we can change the colors of our own buildings with these new dyes. We can we take the dyes to customize our own buildings, but oh. You have just found a new building motif at an abandoned settlement. These dyes let you customize your building colors. To choose a new motif, select a building, then press the color palette, I'm guessing is what that symbol's supposed to mean. From there, you'll see all the dyes you have found so far. Selecting a dye immediately applies it to that building. You can also choose to apply to type, which applies that same motif to all buildings of that type, or apply to all, which makes every building take those colors. All right, so let's take a look at this. We'll change the color of our hanger. Ooh, I like that. Apply to type. There we go. All right. All right. So now let's. Ooh, look over there. The forest is rebuilding. Let's keep. What's that? Oh, clay deposits. Awesome. What's that? Relic ruins. All right. So we want to move over there. And while we move, we need to build more houses. So we will build 2 more. Speed. With each building you construct, drag is added to your kingdom, which slows down your movement speed. To get your speed back up, you must create propulsion buildings. You're continually using resources like coal, food, and water. The faster you travel, the less time it takes to get places, and the fewer resources you'll use along the way. Building enough propulsion to get close to your max speed, or upgrade the town center to go even faster. Wait, you can upgrade that? Heart of our flying kingdom stores coal as fuel for the large fan, which is then connected to all lifted buildings that also need coal. If our coal ever depletes, our home will fall to the ground, which would be a bad thing. We know to always be wary of our reserves. How do you upgrade the building? I don't know. All right, so let's add 2 to the forest there, and 2 to the clay deposits. Excuse me. Uh-oh, what's this? Oh, food with storage for okay. So we have a full storage of food, so we will take that away. Wait, storage. Warehouse increases all resources used for construction and food silo. We need we need lots of wood. All right, so we're going to bump that up to 5. And that means all workers are busy. Panel bullet hover? Huh? Hovering your mouse along the top bar will show information panels with more insights. Some of these panels contain bulleted items which you can hover and click as a shortcut. Inhabitant drop down, for example, contains a list of all your workers currently tasked. Highlighting a bullet will highlight their workplace, and clicking the bullet selects the workplace. Use these shortcuts to better understand where your inhabitants are and what they are doing. Alright, so we collected all the clay that we can. Can we see how much clay we have? Oh, we have 14 clay. Gotcha. So let's go and take a look at this relic ruins. And that forest is done. What else is around here? Ooh, there's relic ruins over here too. What's that? Quartz. Converted into glass for construction. Oh. That's interesting. Oh, and let's look at the map. We've moved a long way. What? I thought that was... Okie dokie. There's another forest over there. Okay. So relics are found. Ooh, there's a good size forest over there. So, Adobe kiln researched. Awesome. Building placement. Your people do not enjoy living next to certain buildings, like the one you just finished researching. These are indicated with a red radius. Oh. Pay careful attention when placing these buildings so that they are far away from any housing. You can also move any building by selecting the building and clicking the move icon. This can be helpful if you have placed a dirty building near housing blocks, or to rebalance your kingdom if it is too tilted. Speaking of tilt, we're still doing good. Alright, so let's grab the Adobe kiln. And we see said radius. So we will put the Adobe kiln right there. And let's grab the storage so that we can grab the food silo and put it right there. And what is that doing to the balance? I think we are perfectly balanced, but we're slowing down. We need propulsion. Unfortunately, we don't have that available. All right. So now we can... Where's another forest? Way over there. So let's pull these guys back and we will move over there. Is that the kingdom? Unknown kingdom. Oh, interesting. Wait, where's the kingdom we're supposed to go to? That's interesting. Oh, look at that. We can't move that far away from our ship. All right, kingdoms and alliances. To recreate the legendary Airborne Kingdom, you must ally with all 12 kingdoms throughout the lands. Perform tasks to help them, as the old Airborne Kingdom would have done, and remake the prosperity from the times of the ancients. Perhaps allying will get you something in return. To completely rebuild the glorious Airborne Kingdom, you must also have a population of 150 people, which will reform the Great Council. Only then will your task feel truly complete. Oh, that's how you increase it. Haha, that's awesome. Propulsion. Wish we had more... Alright, basics. Town center. Researched. Gotcha. Increase maximum possible speed by 10%. Let's research that one. Can we queue? Oh, nope. Guess we can't queue up multiple research. Look at that glorious view. All right. Oh, that unknown kingdom is the kingdom that we are supposed to go to. Kingdom of Rutula. I think that's how you say it. Oh, wow. The map is a lot bigger than I thought it was. This is just the known kingdom. That's interesting. That is a really weird structure right there. I wonder if we move here, will we be able to see what that is? Looks like some type of ruins, but we can't select it. Unfortunate. Alright, so we're gonna take the one from the thicket. And let's send them to the relics, because relics... Rare items from ancient days used for bartering. Huh. Alright, so the next thing we regain more resources when moving or destroying buildings. No, we don't want that. We don't want that. Requires 25% less food per housing. Housing blocks stack up to 2 stories. Ooh, that's nice. We need lift and propulsion. That's what we need to find. All right. Did we find? Yeah, we found that. So let's found that one. Let's head over to the Kingdom of Rutula. See what we can do to help them. Kingdom of Rutula, or Rutula, excuse me. To fulfill the prophecy, we must have Rutula allied with us. Our machines awe the crowds and give an audience with the Queen. We must also seek ancient blueprints that we can combine with our own knowledge to make wondrous technology. All right, let's see. We search for technologies. All right, we search for technologies in the depths below Rutula. We must pay to have them excavated, and to work in the skies, we must research what we find further. But these would be a start. We can make the glass smelter, we can do a fan which generates lift. Average fuel, 1 worker, and okay, provides 20 additional lift and 1 worker. Or generates propulsion. Well, we have 11 relics, so let's see if we can do the fan and propeller. All right. We seek to better our resources. No merchants offer a fair price, but if we're desperate, we can trade at a loss. No, we are not trading at a loss. All right, they seek our assistance. Seek our assistance for an important task. The Queen tells that the great conservatory is in ruin. If only we could find the resources and lend some of our workforce to its reconstruction. Completing such requests is the first step to gaining a kingdom's trust and eventually reconnecting them together to establish the prophecy once more. Queen and her retainer looked no more regal than her subjects, save for a tall golden leaf reaching high above her head. It was clear that our aid was meant to re-establish some grandeur to her stature. All right, so we need 2 workers for 1 hour. And 2 clay and 10 wood. All right. So let's stop that. And we'll take from the food gathering and the water gathering and complete the quest. We give the required materials and workers to reconstruct the Great Conservatory. We must wait nearby for its completion. And in the meantime, we'll continue to collect wood. All right, town center upgraded. Increased the maximum possible speed by 10%. That's good. But now we have the fan that we can research. Or propulsion. I think we want to do the fan first. The conservatory is complete. Awesome. With our resources and labor, the conservatory is again whole. Upon seeing our efforts, a couple of locals join us. Sweet! Agreeing to take part in our great council. Yet the great conservatory is still weathered. Its grove rotted. The queen asks us to find a sapling from the golden tree of Kal Da'ar to replant their once bountiful gardens. The exact whereabouts of the tree is unknown, but their rumored location is marked on our map. Oh. We shall find the Golden Grove. Alright. Map. Aha! That's where it is. So, it is way over there. With a large forest in hand, too. Awesome. So let's go over there. And while we move, let's build another housing block. All right, lift. Town center can only lift so much weight. In order to expand your kingdom, you must place buildings that generate lift. Carefully place your lift buildings to keep your kingdom in balance. Note that while other buildings pull their side of the kingdom down, lift buildings will push their side up. Even more balancing acts. Yay! All right, so we researched the fan generates lift to keep us aloft. Average let's see. All right, open research tree. What we want to do is we actually want to go to basics. That's where it is. And we will research the second story buildings. And we'll also grab a lift. Heavy tilt. All right, so let's put one right there. And can't afford. We need more wood. And we have a relic ruin. That's nice. Ah, the Golden Grove. Small grove of brilliant golden trees surround a ruin from the ancient empire. These are the golden trees. We harvest the sapling, careful to not disturb the grove that remains. We must return to the kingdom. All right. And let's get back to building lift. And we'll put one right there to counterbalance things. Awesome. This is looking really good. All right, now that we have some water and a decent stock of wood, we'll recall all our workers and head back to Rutula. All right, we researched the housing block upgrade, which allows us to double stack our housing blocks. And also, I got a message right up here in the corner saying that our kiln, Adobe kiln, is out of resources. All right, so let's slow that down so that we can see what we're doing. I don't necessarily want to research propulsion just yet, because what I want to do is I want to increase the number of available... No, we don't want to do that. All right, we'll do propulsion. Oh, wow. That takes 2 people. Alright. We need to find more people, though. Real fast. And it looks like we got another kingdom way over there. Alright. Rutulians begin to replant their great conservatory as it flourishes. New groves spring nearby, which we can harvest for wood. A few more Rutulians also join our cause. Awesome! With the grove replanted, the Rutulians are convinced of our prophecy. They agree to ally with us. To seal our alliance, we must build a skyport to connect their kingdom with ours, which costs 20 wood, 10 adobe, and 2 people for 2 hours. We have 43 wood, 15 adobe, and 7 idle workers. So let's construct. It requires work, resources, and time, but we gladly give it and wait for the construction. So we'll exit out of that and then select the forests and assign some people. Oh, and we need some more coal. And now we need to build our housing block up. Oh, wow, you can change it too. That's cool. All right, workers have completed the new skyport, and now we have gained another ally. We are now allied with Kingdom of Rutula. Great. With the skyport completed, Rutula is now connected to us and its neighbors. A great number of workers have also joined our cause. We went from, wow, 17 to 22 people. Awesome! They offer to supply us with 1 wood every hour. Now that they are connected to the skies, it should be easy. We must find the other kingdoms and connect them as well. Then all peoples will enjoy collective harmony and the prophecy will be complete. Sweet. Upon sealing our alliance, the locals tell us one last forgotten myth of the ancients and their knowledge. For the legends say the Airborne Kingdom housed 3 distinct wonders atop its flying platform. Each wonder shone with splendor and imbued great knowledge and ability to its builders. Yet when that great capital disappeared, these wonders were lost as well. The tales say they were scattered to the winds, and that their pieces lay among the lands. Perhaps in finding some of these lost parts, we can rebuild these wonders. We gather every detail about their functions and rumored whereabouts. All right, so now, even without our people going into the forest, we're getting 1 additional wood an hour. That's awesome. Propeller researched. Generates propulsion, high cost, average fuel, 2 workers, and average speed. Open research tab. Now we'll increase our hangar capacity and then go propulsion. Wait, that's the back? Oh no, it pulls. All right, so let's put 1 there, and we need more adobe. Are we close enough? That one's almost depleted anyways, so we won't worry about that. Let's look at our map. We're right here. We've already gone there. Ooh, what? Oh, wonders. Find the lone trees to rebuild the tranquil gardens. Find the lost libraries to rebuild the great libraries, and find the 3 golden spheres to rebuild the nomad's Ori? Not sure how to pronounce that. But we are almost to the next title, and Kingdom title as well. And I have a feeling that... What's that? That's a coal deposit. Alright, coal storage is almost done, so let's stop gathering that. And let's actually head over there. Tranquil Gardens of the Ancients were unlike any others. They hung from the Airborne Kingdom itself, calming all in the flying capital as it moved about the world. Rumors claim nothing special in the building, but rather the great trees within the garden. Taken from various corners of the world, their combination instills serenity. Perhaps in gathering these trees, we too may banish all displeasure from our kingdom, allowing our minds to focus on tranquility. The trees grow in hidden ruins, each standing alone. If we can find all 3, we may rebuild the gardens as they were. So there's 3 that we need to locate. I bet you that's one of the hidden ruins. Look at these animations. They are literally spinning the wheel to generate thrust. That's funny. And probably inside the building, they're running around in circles. All right, so we are where we need to be, so we'll slow down the time again. And we will send a worker there. Send 2 there. Ooh, unknown settlement. Sweet. And we definitely need to go... We'll go there. And we'll send a couple to the thicket. Haha! A small settlement. Yay! Recruit! Some are curious, but they want assurances, and we shall recruit them. All right. We are known as the Airborne Community now. Excellent! As our community grows, doubts and fears begin to form among the migrants from other kingdoms. How can we survive in the skies forever? Traditional believers in the light, the people are worried that they have lost its guidance, both physically and spiritually. They need the desires fulfilled. We must shine lights on all our paths to make our people feel safe when walking in the skies, or we can build centers of faith so that the light may guide them spiritually. These constructions will help provide our inhabitants' desires. We know of neither construction at the start of our journey, but surely other kingdoms have ideas we can research to make in the skies. All right. And in the meantime, we need to add more houses. Oh, look. Fields of Agrómaz? Doesn't sound like they'll have what we need for desires. Settlers of the Gale. A squat frame holds an ancient wind spinner. A small settlement has formed around it, though the spinner itself has had been broken for a long time. Oh, I guess it's a small settlement? Let's go ahead and recruit the 2 people that we can there. Well, that was interesting. Not quite what I was expecting, but beneficial nonetheless. All right, more people. Curious. Jubilant inhabitants on... Oh, they're only satisfied. Mediocre. Why is that one mediocre? All right. Well, let's see if we can increase their happiness. They're only satisfied. Oh. They're only satisfied because we need more desires. All right. Interesting. All right. So we have successfully built a water tower, which is awesome. Unfortunately, we don't have any water around here, but we're getting some wood from this forest that's almost depleted. And we're getting some food from the thicket. And we might as well get some more coal because we're starting to run out of that. And while we work, let's find out what this new kingdom wants. Fields of Agrómaz. Surrounded by tilled lands. Through the fields sit weathered and... though the fields sit weathered and untended, we may seek audience with their queen to understand their plight and encourage their alliance to our cause. Ask of treasures. Ha ha! A minaret provides faith, an important desire within a small range. Or we can do a farm. A fresh plot of land ready to be sown creates 1 food for 1 water every 3 hours, which workers must deposit in storage before continuing. Can clump together with other farms. Or a water condenser, which provides... Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. That we want the minaret for the faith, but it requires glass, so we'll do the glass and the minaret. Awesome. Let's see. Nope. We're at a loss there, so we're not going to. And now let's look at the quest. We speak to the queen, whose mind is troubled. The water table underneath Agrómaz has stopped flowing, turning all nearby water brackish. Crops, once the pride of the empire, can barely feed her people. This underground water is churned by a pump built by the ancient kingdom. At the foot of the flow, it may need repair, but any brave party she sends cannot cross the barrens to find it. Queen marks the pump's rumored location on our map. If we wish to ally and restore the empire, we must prove to her we can build and maintain as well as the ancients. All right, so let's take a look at our map. Wow, that is a really big question of where it might be. So, if we're looking this way, it is somewhere in this general direction. Not sure where it would be. So let's go over there. All right, let's look around here. We got some forest down there. We got a small settlement. Let's see if we can recruit people. We can get 2 people. But we need jubilant people for the 3rd. All right. And let's build some more houses. And we can't do another academy, which will probably speed up. Ah, yeah. Build multiple academies for faster research. Ha! Imagine that. Alright, so let's send a few people down there. I thought I saw a pond somewhere over here. Ah, there's the ponds, but there's nothing. Okay. What's that? Unknown ruins. Town center upgrade. We can hold more coal. Oh, crud, we're almost out of coal. Let's go ahead and do an increase there again, and there's some more coal. So let's move over there, and we'll send some people down to collect some coal, because we're almost out, and we are almost out of water. Crud. Ancient well. What we may have confused for a well is, in fact, the water pump we seek, though its mechanisms have long ago weathered. With some brief study, our workers believe they can fix it with some resources. We must find resources and send workers. We need more wood. Well, we're almost done. Ooh, almost. Oh, we won't get anywhere because it's paused. So let's finish that. All right, so we have enough resources. Oh, we don't have enough aircraft. So let's drop that down, and now we can repair the water pump. Our efforts have succeeded. Water pump works once more. Mechanisms grind and sputter, but start to turn, and soon the winds spin the pumps naturally. As we look out across the valley, we see red oasis turn clear, a sign that the water tables are flowing again. We must return to Agrómaz and speak with their queen, and see if our efforts have succeeded in rejuvenating their farms. We shall return, but not yet because we need water. However, I think we are going to call it here. This is a really, really awesome game, and I am having a wonderful time. Ooh, photo mode. As I was saying, I think we are going to call it here. It is a really, really fun game. I'm really enjoying it, and yeah, I love the aspect of having to balance your city to kind of, which forces you to kind of make symmetrical cities and whatnot, and the need to constantly be researching new buildings which you have to find from other kingdoms just to be able to keep your city afloat. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button, as it really does help me because of the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more really, really awesome content. But until next time, as always, stay frosty out there.